Hi folks, welcome back to the Sty Shack. Well, this video, this one caught me by surprise. I'm sure you saw the title, Time to Practice What I Preach. Little adjustment in my chair there. Sty's old chair is just breaking down bad. I'll buy a new one someday. Someday. So, time to practice what I preach. Now, some of you may recall, I did an earlier video. I don't know. It was a few videos back from this one, called Hurry Up and Slow Down. Well, Sty got a huge lesson in Hurry Up and Slow Down today. I've been spending the whole week contemplating what I would do for this video today. I had plans. Oh boy, did I have plans. The best laid plans. I had so many locations that I had targeted that I was going to get my first outdoor video of the season done and just be thrilled with the fact. Well, we've had terrible weather for the last week. It's just been terrible. Now, I've been retired a whole 3 days. This is my third day of retirement. I had plans. Boy, I had plans. The weather was not going to let me carry out my plans. Just no way. Well, then I saw today that the weather was going to be such that I should at least be able to get out there and do a video for this particular one. It wasn't raining. It was a bit chilly. It was 33 degrees, just 1 degree above freezing. And that was in the peak of the afternoon. So I jumped in the old Sty ride and I headed off in my truck for the backcountry. And I thought, boy, for the last week it's been raining. I'll bet you I'll be able to get into some of these locations I want to go to. Snow should be all knocked down on all those old back roads. Trails should be pretty good. So I set out. I got to the first location. Barely. I was in four-wheel drive the whole way. Through snow right up to the running boards on my truck. It was pretty sketchy. I got to where I wanted to be, but it required me to take a different road. And when I got to that road, you couldn't even tell that there had been snowmobile traffic on that road since midwinter. There was no way that I was getting down that road. There was no way. Well, that put me about 6.5 miles from where I wanted to be, with no way to get there unless it was on foot. Now, mind you, the snow conditions right now are terrible. Everything's been melting, so it's wet, heavy snow. Then it froze. It freezes every night. It drops down to the low 20s. It's got a sheet of ice on top of it. You got about ½ inch. You can just walk on it, and then you'll crash through. So I thought, well, I'll put snowshoes on and I'll give it a shot. I put the snowshoes on, and no. You break through, the underlying snow is so wet, so saturated, it loads your snowshoes up right away. It's just not good trekking no matter what you do. Actually the best way to go through it would be just to trek through and break through it. No. For my first outing, no. So I thought, well, I'm going to go check out a couple of trailheads that I know the road access is good. Nope, those trails are just as bad. Just as bad. So frustration starts setting in. I thought, well, I'm going to check out a couple of my lakes that I want to get into ASAP. And just can't wait till the ice is out. And I figured with this week of rain, yeah, inland lakes, they've turned. Ice is probably out, if not very close. Nope. Unless we get some temperatures up in the 50-degree range and higher for a week straight with rain, we're talking rain or ice on those lakes for at least another couple of weeks, maybe 3. Most of the lakes haven't turned gray at all. The snow cover, the ice cover, it's all still white. You know when those lakes are getting ready to go out, they start turning gray and then blackish colored, and then out they go. They're not even close. So I looked at 4 different lakes today. All 4 lakes, I had to have the truck in 4-wheel drive and drive through snow up to the front bumper down those roads. So what do we have? Tomorrow's forecast. Well, you're watching this on a Thursday morning. Today's forecast and tomorrow's forecast is a winter storm warning. And we're seeing all kinds of mixed reports. The worst one is 8 to 15 inches of snow. But then again, I don't think the best sounding one is any better. Mixture of rain and snow with minimal accumulation but lots of rain. Well, that'll help knock the snow down, but it's also going to risk washing out roads. Several of the roads I was on today were rough, really rough, washing out. The ones that are exposed, the roads that are exposed. So, just to make matters even worse, I got out there and realized I hadn't even brought the camera with. I didn't even have my camera gear with. I cannot believe that I did not bring my camera. So I thought, well, I can use my phone. I looked at my phone, and my phone had 12% power left in it, and my truck charger is so slow it would have taken 3 hours to charge that phone. So, and it was all because of all that planning and the anticipation, getting myself all wired up. And I actually got to the point where I was stressed out about getting out there. I had to be there. I had to get out there. Not just to make a video for you folks, but for my own good. I needed to be outdoors. I needed to get out there. Believe it or not, I finally gave up. I stopped the truck way out in the middle of the boondocks. Snow up to my knees darn near. Dropped the tailgate, and I sat on the tailgate, and I had a thermos of coffee, so I poured myself a cup of coffee. And I sat and I smoked my pipe and just looked off into the countryside and just spent a good 45 minutes to an hour relaxing, calming down, thinking this thing through, and realizing, Sty, you've been retired 3 days. and you're trying to live like you've been into your retirement for 6 months or a year. And I had to tell myself, Sty, slow down. Just slow down. And I realized, doggone it, I need to practice what I preach. And that's hurry up and slow down. Don't let the world push you. Don't let all the stresses get to you. Just slow it down. Take it a little easier. And then, when it is right, we're going to be out there and we're going to be loving every minute of it instead of it seeming like such a disappointment. But you know, when I slowed down and I sat for a while and took in everything around me, I saw 3 bald eagles. Wonderful. I saw 7 white-tailed deer. Beautiful. I couldn't believe all of the critters I was seeing. Pine squirrels, there were 2 pine squirrels just having a blast in the woods. It was windy as can be in town, but where I stopped, not even a wisp of a breeze. And the sun had come out. Now they forecasted no rain today, but it was cloudy all day, heavy overcast. But where I sat and I just slowed down, the sun revealed itself. It was beautiful blue sky with wispy clouds, bald eagles, deer, squirrels. And you know what I felt like? I felt like I was being 100% revitalized. And I realized I was draining myself because I wasn't keeping in mind to practice what I preach, and that's hurry up and slow down, and everything will be fine. So, sorry folks if this isn't quite the video you expected for today. My plans got totally waylaid, and I think it was for a reason. I think it was to teach Sty a little humility, and that I need to practice what I preach and hurry up and slow down. So that's what happened today. But guess what? It energized me to the point where this weekend, probably on Saturday, because I have a live stream on Sunday nights, it'll probably be on Saturday, I am hitting the woods again. This time with a camera. And also this time with no plans. None. I'm just going to head out and see where it takes me. And I'm just going to take my sweet old time and spend the whole day Saturday just enjoying it outside. So, Monday's video should be some outdoor video. So it'll be a different backdrop. So, with that, I'm wrapping this one up. I want to thank you all for following along. If you haven't subscribed, whoops, over here, you can punch me in the ugly mug. I'll have some videos you can check out on this side. After you subscribe, ring the bell, and then you'll get notifications when videos and the live streams go up. And until we see you next time, this is Sty saying, you all, slow it down and have a very nice day. Bye-bye.